What up? What to do? What the business is? What's up, everybody? Hey! What up? We're not so different, brand fam. It's your boy Tyler, man, and I'm back with another one. Is this thing on? All right, we're working. I think everything's good to go. I think we got it set up. I'm not for sure. Let me know if you can hear me. I'm pretty sure y'all can. But what's been up, man? Today we're about to do another reaction. Sorry I had to go live. I got to be at work in like 30 minutes. Like, I got to leave in like 30 minutes for work. But yeah, so I was just chilling, and I'm like, bro, it's Friday, shit. Like, I keep forgetting, bro. Like, I have to post, and I was supposed to shoot last night, but I had a friend call me. He wanted to hang out, and it's been a while since I got to see him. So went over there, kicked it, and yeah. So I ended up just getting back home a little bit ago. So I was like, hey, I got to go live real quick for him. So we going to go live. And this is NF, I Miss the Days. This was a requested video. Y'all been asking for it. So here it is. Let's go. But anyways, yeah, man. Things have been great, man. Life is going good. I can't complain, man. It's been amazing thus far. Blessings, man, been coming my way like crazy. And yeah, I'm just super proud, man. And I appreciate all you guys for pushing me and being there to support me. Look at the white hoodies, though. They're fire. Ooh, come on, man. Champion joints. Yeah, you know. Y'all can go over there to Facebook and check out my page over there. I got an actual website, but I got to get on there and mess with it, dude. Like, this weekend, I'm going to make sure I get over there and do that for you guys. I got you, I promise. But yeah. But let's jump into this, man. I'll leave a link to the original, or I got a link in the description below to the original video if you want to go over there and show them some love. Make sure you do that. And yes, man, let's jump into this. I'm excited. I Miss the Days. So I already know that this is about to hit home with me, because we always sit back and reminisce, man, on what once was. You know what I mean? But don't get too caught up into that, because listen, the rearview mirror is smaller than the windshield for a reason. Because if you get caught looking up in the past too long, you're going to wreck. Know that. But anyways, let me turn this on silent. My phone, man. Stay interrupting me. You know what I mean? Let's get it, though. Y'all ready? I'm ready. Let go.
I miss the days when I had a smile on my face and wasn't so caught up in all of the small things. Wasn't so adamant that I could handle everything alone. It wasn't so cautious and always exhausted and actually listen to things in my heart said.
Come on, man. Off the top, boy. Where I wasn't so exhausted and I actually listened to what my heart said. You know what I'm saying? It was like that time when you really didn't care. The small things mattered. But now it's like we get so caught up in adulting and trying to make a life for ourselves that we forget about the small things, man. I was just talking about this yesterday. Ain't it crazy how that works, man? And things correlate. That's God just showing me I'm right where I need to be. You know what I mean? And I love that, man. But yeah, like, if you think about it, it's like he comes into our life and he'll work through other people and he'll show us that we're right where we need to be when we need to be there. You know what I mean? I love it, man. But yeah, like, think about that, man. Reminiscing on what once was. The what ifs. Let's not focus on that too much, because it could get us caught up. It's nice to know good things in the past and maybe want to go back and touch on a few things, but don't stay stuck there. Run that back.
Alone, it wasn't so cautious and always exhausted and actually listen to things in my heart said. Riding my bike, it's riding my bike, not overthinking my life, not always wondering if I'm a likable person and someone that nobody likes, not always stressing about money or losing my job or scared I ain't making the flight, not always going to bed every night with this knot in my stomach that never unwinds.
Come on, man. Not always going to bed every night with this knot in my stomach that never unwinds. And ooh, bro, like, nighttime is very bad for me. It's very hard for me to fall asleep, because when I go to lay down at night is when my mind races. It's when everything starts going through my head. It's when I start contemplating on everything, why I didn't do this or why I didn't do that, like them what ifs like I was just talking about. And that'll literally consume you, you know what I mean? Like, I literally had to be on sleeping meds back when I was in rehab just to be able to fall asleep, man, because that's when my mind gets racing. It's like NASCAR up there at night, man. And it's like, we cannot focus on that little stuff, man. We got to worry about the bigger picture. You know what I mean? Where do we want to go in our life, and what are we doing to change that? You know what I'm saying? Let's make a difference today, you know? That's what I want to do.
Happened to me, yeah, what happened to me? When did I start to believe I wasn't worth it and question my purpose to breathe? Wondering who I should be, happiness.
Come on, man. When did I forget who I really wanted to be? Crushing my future. Like, oh my God, dude. Like, I'm so focused on what I'm doing in my life now. Like, what about when I was younger? Like, what I wanted to grow up and be. You know what I'm saying? Where my dreams, like, where did they go? Because back when I was on drugs, I crushed everything. I no longer cared about nothing but my next fix. And I ruined my life. You know what I mean? I didn't focus on what was important anymore. I was so caught up in what I was going to do to make myself feel numb. Because I didn't want to look at what I was going through in my life. I didn't want to face that stuff head on. I was afraid. I was afraid to deal with feelings. I didn't know how to deal with emotions. You know what I mean? And it was like they literally consumed me to the point where I couldn't function. I couldn't live life. I wasted years of my life. I wish I'd have started YouTube 10 years ago, but I didn't. I'm just now starting at 30 years old. And it's okay. Because before, if I would have started, it may have not have been my time. And now it is. And I got faith in that, man.
Out of my reach, scared to get back on my feet. Need to get rid of what's detrimental, but it's hard to let go when the thing that hurt you help you get to your dreams. See, I miss the days when I wasn't so faded. Love wasn't always invasive.
Come on, man. I miss the days when I wasn't so faded. Love was always invasive. Dude, like, and that just took me back. Because, like, I don't miss the days when I was not remembering nothing. Like, literally, there had been months that went by that I can't even recall. Because I was so annihilated the whole time. So it makes me go back to, man, I do miss the days that I could actually remember. You know what I mean? Where I actually embraced my life and I had fun with myself. But literally, I lost all my adult years, like from the age of 18 to pretty much like 28, are a blur. Because I was so hooked on drugs. And I didn't allow myself to grow. I stunted myself. Like, my brain was still like when I was 18. You know what I mean? And it took me a long time to grow up. I'm 30 years old now. And finally, I'm getting into that groove of adulting, paying bills and all that other stuff. Like, I wasted so much of my life, man. And I don't want you guys to have to suffer and go through what I did. If you're out there and you're using, quit, man. Quit while you still have a chance. Because the longer you wait, the harder it makes it. I'm telling you, man. It's not worth it, dude. I wasted so many years. Just because I wanted to be numb. Because I didn't want to feel. Because on the inside, I was insecure and I didn't know how to deal with it. Don't do what I did. Please don't make the same mistakes.
You help me get to your dreams. See, I miss the days when I wasn't so faded. Love wasn't always invasive. I could embrace it. Just innocent waiting. Not always living in anguish. When did I break it? Become overtaken. What was the moment I caved in?
When did I break in? When was the moment I caved in? Let me think back, man. I was 18 years old. I was already selling crack. I started selling crack when I was like 16. And when I was 18, man, I started doing heroin. That's when I caved in. That's when I gave up. That's when my life went in a downward spiral. A downward spiral so bad that I lost everything. I remember I was 19 years old. I put a loaded gun in my mouth and I tried to blow my brains out because I no longer wanted to be on this earth. I felt defeated. I was depleted of everything that I ever cared about. And I felt like my life just was over. I wanted to end it. I no longer wanted to be here because I felt like everybody hated me. And not only did I feel like everybody hated me, but I hated myself. And that's what hurts, man. It took me a long time to get some self-love after everything that I put myself through. It was crazy. And I don't wish that on nobody, man. Y'all don't have to go through what I did, man. Let my mistakes be your lessons to where you don't got to go through that same pain. Because it's not worth it. It will eat you alive. It will take everything from you. It is the enemy. And it don't want you alive. It's going to do everything it can to kill you.
Gave away all of my faith and made a replacement. I miss the days when I miss the smiles we had when we were young. I miss the memories of feeling loved.
Come on, man. I miss the smiles when we was young. I miss the memories of feeling loved. You know, when I got on drugs, I felt like no one loved me no more. I Because I didn't love myself. So if I didn't love myself, how could I think anyone else loved me? I hated me. Y'all don't have to live like that, man. If you're out there and you're using, man, listen to me, please. You don't have to live like that. I'm telling you. There's no reason you got to go through what I did. Let me be that learning experience you need to tell you, listen, I wasted my life away. I'm 30 years old, chasing YouTube like a 20-year-old. Because I missed that 10 years. I missed it. I threw it away. And now I may not have a chance because I'm older. You know what I mean? But I don't care. Because I'm still that same 20-year-old I once was because my mind hasn't evolved quick enough yet. I still haven't caught up. I'm very intelligent, don't get me wrong, but I played myself dumb. And you don't have to go through what I did, man. You can make a difference. Like our youth, y'all are making this new world. And from what I see, it's not good. There's got to be changes made, man. Y'all are our future. Learn from my mistakes. Don't do what I did. I understand rappers are talking about doing drugs and sipping lean and smoking weed and fucking bitches and all this other shit, man. It's a dream, man. Don't let that influence you to make your decisions, because the party in life ain't going to set you up for success. It's going to ruin you like it did me.
I miss us running underneath the sun, staring out the window when the rain would come. I miss the smiles we had when we were kids. Yeah. I feel like life was so much simpler then. Yeah. When we had joy and we were innocent. I give it all to feel that way again, way again. Give me my mind back, yeah. Give me my mind back. The one that told me I was worth something when I fall flat, yeah.
Come on, man. Give me my mind back. The one that told me I was worth something when I fell flat. Bro, like that hook. That's, like, to think about that, man. Like, when I fell flat on my face, I still didn't know. It still wasn't enough. My rock bottom had to get worse. I had to absolutely lose everything that I ever cared about. Everything. I had to literally be depleted with nothing left. Crawling in dumpsters trying to find food. Man, like it was sickening, man, the things I did. I turned to animalistic behaviors to get that fix. I would have done anything. It's bad, man.
Yeah, fall flat. The one that told me I was worth something when I'm off track. Back when my imagination wasn't in the cage and it was free to run fast. Yeah, give me my mind back. Yeah, give me my mind back. Before it was hijacked and wasn't described as.
Come on, man. Give me my mind back before it was hijacked, before it was described as what? Hold on.
A place of limitation always indicating I can't.
Come on, boy. A place of limitation and always indicating that I care. Oh my goodness, man. This is crazy. What's up, man? How you doing, Flair? What does that say? Flairish Gaming. What's happening, cuz? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Dude, this song right here is hitting me hard, man. It's making me take back and reminisce about what really was going on in my life when I was making bad decisions. Wrong ones of that nature. And I want y'all to know, like, man, don't go through what I went through. Like I said, I'm 30 years old. I wasted my life away, and I waited very long to follow my dreams, man. Because I was so caught up in dumb shit. I wanted to listen to these songs, and I wanted to be a big dope boy and live this lavish life that all these rappers talked about. But then when I got into it, I realized it was a dream. It was a figment of my imagination. And it was very, very incapable. And I was incapable of doing so. And I don't want you guys to go through that shit, man. Don't do what I did. Don't make the mistakes I made. Let me be what I went through, that learning experience you need to put forth a more better life. If you want financial freedom, you ain't going to find it selling dope. Period, man. Split my knuckle open.
Handle everything from my past. Hated anything you dissect, still I'm depressed. I know I'm blessed, but I'm cursed too. Take me back when I was happy, but I wasn't acting. Vulnerable, but didn't see it like some kind of weakness or a thing that's unattractive.
Ooh, come on, man. I didn't see it as a kind of weakness or something that was unattractive. Because I was blinded by the fact. You know what I mean? It wasn't like it was bad to me. I was having fun. My life was great at first. Until it took everything I had. till it took my dignity, my pride.
Had emotion, but I learned to mask it. Didn't know what I was running after. Didn't know the older I would go, the more I lose control and taking all the baggage.
Come on, man. The older I grew, the more I knew. Like, it started finally hitting me. Come on, man.
It's really sad when everything you thought was stable crashes. Everything you thought would take the sadness really only made it deeper, got me off the deep end asking.
Come on, man. When you thought it would take the sadness, but it only made it deeper and it got me asked. Come on, man. That's what it was. I used because I didn't want to feel the emotions I was going through, so I kept using. But that's all it did was put it off, and it made it worse by the time it came back around and smacked me in the face. Come on, man. It don't get no better. It don't get no better. It's only good at first, and it just gets worse.
Will we ever feel like we imagined? Will we ever feel like we adapted? Will we ever feel like we need back? Then just take me back, when just take me back. I miss the smiles we had when we were young. I miss the memories of feeling low. I miss us running underneath the sun, staring out the window when the rain would come. I miss the smiles we had when we were kids. I feel like life was so much simpler then.
Come on, man. And who feels like life was simpler? Everybody. No one likes adulting. I don't like paying bills. Actually, I do. Today, I actually enjoy paying bills because when I was on drugs, I didn't. And it was nothing like, I don't know. I look at it now as a privilege to be able to pay bills. But before, I didn't see it that way. But yeah, man, we all miss being kids. We all miss not having them responsibilities. Now some of us have kids now. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's not nothing easy. But life gets better, man, if you allow it to. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's always good to reminisce on the past, but my past wasn't the greatest. So when I sit and look back, I got a lot of pain, man. And I had to grieve that shit. Like, I had to really go through and understand and let go of a lot of things that I've been through in my life. Like, when I was a kid, my doctor used to fondle me. You know what I mean? He's in prison right now. They called a case on him. And I was too afraid to step up and say that he did the same to me because I didn't want people to look at me differently. You know what I mean? That's the shit I'm talking about that we go through as children. A lot of things happen to a lot of us, man, but we don't talk about it. We bury that shit in, and the next thing we know, it makes us explode inside. It's not good, man. Pain shared is pain lessened. I share this with you guys all the time. Make sure you talk about things you go through. Don't bottle that shit up, man. Don't make yourself sick, man. We're only as sick as our secrets. Remember that.
When we had joy and we were innocent, I give it all to feel that way again, way again.
Look, man, there is one thing that I think about when I was a child. Before my mom really got bad on drugs when I was a kid, was really nice. There was a great time in my life when my stepdad, John Henry, came in, which I now choose to call my dad. He taught me how to be a man, how to provide for a family, how to be there, you know what I mean? He never beat my mom, put his hands on her. You know, that was my first stepfather that did those things. But I'm so glad that he came into my life, man, because he really taught me how to be a man. And that was some of the best times I can remember as a kid. We was going bowling, roller skating. I used to be on a roller skating team. Like, them was the times of my life, man, that I wish if I had a time machine, I'd go back to there. You know what I mean? And I would start all over and do it all over again. Yes, that would be the time I would go back. I know I say a lot that if there was a way to get in a time machine, I wouldn't go back because I'm glad that it made me the man I am today. And I'm truly blessed to be who I am. But to go back to that moment for a little bit would be awesome. You know what I mean? To be able to reminisce and remember when I was a child and it was carefree. You know, like I didn't have to worry about adulting. I didn't have to worry about fighting this disease that I have. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just nice, man. But I still stand firm on the fact that I believe everything I went through was for a reason. God has a mightier plan for me that I'm unaware of right now. And I know it's going to pan itself out and it's going to work. You know what I mean? Because he's already working through right here, through YouTube. People reach out to me all the time like, Tyler, man, thank you so much. You know how good that makes me feel? Just to know that I could change somebody's life. To know that another addict was watching one of my videos. And instead of going and getting high on the meth that he bought, he went and took it to his toilet and he dumped it and flushed it. You know how good that makes me feel? That I made a difference in this man's life and he didn't get high because of seeing my video. That right there is enough for me, man. It's enough. How you doing, Rita? I'm great, man. I'm great. Things are good. You will love yourself, man. Listen, no matter what you're going through, don't allow that. You hear me? You have to love yourself before you can love anyone else, first and foremost. And I'm here to tell you, man, I've hated myself for many years. And when I was able to finally love myself and humble myself, I had to get a lot of humility, don't get me wrong, but it was so worth it. Because my whole life has changed. And it's doing nothing but getting better. You know what I mean? Try to do some selfless things, selfless activities, you know what I mean? Try to get back. Pay it forward. It's the best advice I have on that, man. But hey, if no one told you they love you today, I do. Know that. Man, I really enjoyed that, man. Really, really enjoyed that, man. I like that. I miss the days, man. I know a lot of y'all can relate to that, man. And just know, like, as we get older, we change. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is. Like, we grow up, you know. Sometimes we learn better. You know what I mean? I feel like that's a lot of it as to be. That's how it is. Like, as we grow older, we learn worse things. You know what I mean? And I feel like we definitely learn better, like as in to where mannerisms and the way we act out on things, you know. But listen, no matter what, you have to love yourself. In order to further yourself, I mean, my biggest thing was actually finding God and being able to actually have faith in the fact that my life could get better because of how bad I made it. I didn't think he would ever care about me. I didn't think he could ever love somebody like me. But when I finally let go of that and I stopped fighting, I realized that he loves everybody. We just got to stop fighting ourselves and love who we are. And once we can do that, we can start being more selfless and give back what was so freely given to us. Because we don't have to be that way. You know what I mean? We can go back to how we was as kids, not mentally, but like having those passions, having that good sense of you know, I'm okay where I'm at today. You know what I'm saying? Like, and being able to grow as a person, regardless. We're always learning new things, man. Just try not to make it such bad things. But love yourself, man, first and foremost. To thy own self be true, and try not to be ugly. You know what I mean? And by ugly, I mean like just an ugly person, personality-wise. Looks don't matter to me. You know, I can actually look into somebody, like, by spending 5 minutes with you, I can tell if I'm going to like you or not. You know, just how your personality is. If you have an ugly personality, I don't want you around me. If you're bringing negative energies, I don't need you around me. I want positivity. I want uplifting. Paying it forward, making a change in somebody's life and doing something different because I actually care. You know what I mean? I want to change someone's life, man. That's what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure that everything that I went through in my life and my past was not in vain. That's my biggest thing, man. Shoo. But anyways, I love you guys, man. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. If you already are subscribed, make sure you hit that bell, be part of the notification ding, 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 gang. You feel what I'm saying? That way you can get updated when I go live. Every video that drops, you'll know. You won't miss nothing if you hit that bell. If you don't hit the bell, you're probably gonna miss a lot. So I do apologize. But I love you guys, man, and I will see you all soon, real soon. I ain't gonna say tomorrow, but you know I'll be seeing y'all. Just be checking for me, man. I love you guys, though, man. Bye. Until next time.